Problem? Call Contact.
From Radio City Music Hall, it's the marching rhythms of New York, New York. And here's your host, John Davidson.
I'll tell you, that is the best, the most exciting moment of our whole 2 weeks have been here. Let's hear it for the Seaford High School Marching Band. I got a lump in my throat. That was just wonderful. Welcome to the New Hollywood Squares and millions of people watching at home. We have 6,000 people here in Radio City Music Hall. We all feel like we're pretty hot stuff this week. Hello, stars. Hello. Here we are in Radio City Music Hall. Said 6,000 people. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of fuss has gone on here in Manhattan, and there's only one Hollywood Squares, right? Right. No. We're not the only Hollywood Squares. There's another Hollywood Squares. It takes place in Saratoga, New York. You're going to love this. It goes on the air each evening just after we go off. It's hosted by a young man named Scott Reside. And, well, here's what it looks like.
And this is your host, Scott Reside.
Object of the game is to win tic-tac-toe with 3 squares across, down or diagonally, or acquire as many squares as you can. Melissa.
I'll take Shadoe with the block.
Shadoe. X gets the square.
1,
2, 3.
Is that a little scary or what? There's always somebody else waiting in the wings, literally. Ladies and gentlemen, from Saratoga, New York, Scott Reside is here. Yeah. That's it. Hey. Hi, Scott.
Here we go. The object of the game is to win tic-tac-toe with 3 squares across, down, or diagonally, or acquire the most squares you can. Winner of the first 2 games will receive $500 in cash. After that, each game will be worth $1,000. And whoever wins the most money at the end of the show will have a chance to drive away in one of these beautiful Jeeps.
Let's hear it for Scott. By the way, Scott, you're very good. You're only 16 years old, right?
Yes.
I'm 19 and a half, and you're picking this up very quickly. Yeah, how come we're dressed alike? All my clothes are from Sears.
I have to go out and buy my clothes at Sears.
Oh, you got it from Sears, but you paid for yours.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, you grab a seat down here with the band and enjoy the show. Maybe you can pick up some pointers. You'll be hosting your own show by next year. Let's hear it for Scott Reside. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for being on our show. Let's meet our contestants. Luzanne Borg. Welcome, Luzanne Borg. Hi, Luzanne. Tell the stars all about yourself.
Hi. I live in Massapequa, Long Island, and I do skincare in a salon in Huntington, and I'm happy to be here.
Hope you make lots of money on the show. Good luck. On my right, welcome Glenn Niver. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, John. How are you?
Tell us, stars, something about yourself. We can get to know you.
I'm a symbologist, and I reside in East Northport, Long Island. And I have a lovely wife, Diane, and two beautiful daughters, Valerie and Laura.
Good luck on the show,
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Biologist.
Symbologist.
Yeah, we all know what a symbologist is. He plays symbology. Of course, we tossed a souvenir token of the Empire State Building before we came out here. And Glenn, you won the toss. Pick a square. Let's get started. It's
Joan
only a
Rivers.
game show. Joan Rivers! George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
I dated them.
They both said that this was the most important person in their whole lives. Who was it?
The great-grandmother of Donna Rice.
There's only one Joan Rivers. The most important person in their lives. Yeah, they said that.
You know, men always say this, and I believe this because I'm one of them. A mother.
Glenn, what do you
Their
think?
mother.
I'll agree.
X gets a square. That's it. Thank you, Joan. Luzanne, take a square.
I'll go with John J. Bullock.
Jim J. Bullock.
There we go.
Jim, what popular game involves a rope, a candlestick, a lead pipe, a revolver, a wrench? No help from my audience, please. And a knife.
An evening stroll through Central Park. Isn't that funny? I just love you people. Bye-bye now.
A rope, a candlestick, a lead pipe, a revolver, a wrench, and a knife.
Oh, I saw the movie. I believe it to be Clue.
Luzanne, what do you think?
I agree.
That's it. Circle gets a square. Glenn Niver, pick a square.
Ben Vereen.
Ben Vereen, international star. Here's your question. It's about
What's my question?
It's about the first Thanksgiving. According to the World Book, who brought the turkey?
You know, Thanksgiving has always amazed me, and I think that was a holiday was created to get rid of those ugly birds. You know, they had to get rid of those birds, so they said, let's have Thanksgiving. And I believe that in order to bring a sort of a feeling of welcome, the Pilgrims brought the Thanksgiving idea.
Len, what do you think? He says the Pilgrims.
I agree.
The Indians brought the turkey. Circle gets the square. Luzanne, pick a square.
I'm going to go with Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson, hit record. Debbie, your biggest hit was Only in My Dreams,
Yep.
right? And according to Dr. Joyce Brothers, if you have romantic dreams, you should know about dreams, yes? Is the man in the dream probably a stranger, or is it someone you know?
I would say that it would be someone you know, because if it was a stranger, you wouldn't know who they were.
Luzanne, what do you think?
I disagree.
No, she's right. Someone you know. X gets the square. Glenn Niver, pick a square.
I'll go with Allyson and Brian. for the
Allyson
win.
Smith and Brian Bloom. Allyson, you played, before you did Kate and Allie, you were in Annie on Broadway. Could you do a little bit of Tomorrow for us? And I'll ask you a question about it.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
This is for the win for both of you. This could win the game for Glenn if he gets it right. Here's your question. What current Broadway musical has now been performed over 5,100 times? This is for the win.
I know. A chorus line.
Glenn, what do you think?
I agree.
X gets a square. 5. We'll be right back. Secret Square game is next. Radio City Music Hall. Thank you.
What am I really in the mood for?
As always, game number 2 is a our secret square game, and the player who chooses that square could win this Shadoe.
It's a trip to Hollywood, Florida, John. Yes! Hollywood, Florida, you and your guest will fly from New York to Florida in the comfort and convenience of Continental Airlines full-service flight, furnished by Continental Airlines, and you'll enjoy a 6-night, 7-day stay at the new Diplomat, Florida, on the ocean at Hollywood, Florida. Enjoy all the sports facilities, great golf and tennis, waterfall pools, sumptuous cuisine, star-studded shows. It's the tropical paradise of Diplomat, Florida.
Thank you, Shadoe. That's the deal. Our secret square to our home audience only. By the way, you know, we failed to introduce someone sitting right next to Shadoe throughout the show. The #1 radio personality in New York City on Z100, Scott Shannon.
By the way, thanks to John and Shadoe for coming on my morning radio show and destroying the whole thing.
No, we had fun on your show.
Great. He was great. It's a great, exciting, fun show, isn't it, John?
Anyway, thanks, Scott, and
If I hear
congratulations.
one more girl say, I don't like blonde men, but I'll make an exception for Shadoe.
And on with the game. Luzanne, your turn. You got to catch up. Pick a square.
Kathie Lee and Frank Gifford.
Yes, Kathie Lee and Frank. Kathie Lee and Frank, you must be New York City buffs, right? Let's see how much you really know.
Our cities. That's a great crowd, though. They're wonderful.
Yes. Gang, there are 19 bridges. 19 bridges connect Manhattan with other boroughs of New York. Frank and Kathie Lee, take a look at the monitor. Here you see the George Washington Bridge, right?
Yes.
Next up, you see the Brooklyn Bridge. Next up, that is the Triborough Bridge. Your question is, here is the top of another famous bridge. Now, which bridge is it?
Usually we know our bridges. We're very up on our
How about
bridges.
the Manhattan Bridge?
You're saying the Manhattan Bridge.
We'll take Manhattan.
Or the Williamsburg Bridge.
Luzanne, what do you think?
I'll agree.
Well, let's go back to that videotape. Maybe it'll show us a little bit more. See what it is. There you have the 59th Street Bridge. X gets the square.
Our bridge.
John, you know what's hysterical?
What?
We live right underneath that bridge.
Well, you should get out more, I think. Glenn, pick a square.
Allyson, Smith, and Brian Bloom.
Yes, Allyson and Brian. Allyson and Brian, according to the Ladies' Home Journal, within 1 year, what is the average age young people start dating?
I would go with basically about in the area of 13.
13. What do you think, Glenn?
I agree.
No. Because you have to be with 1 year. The answer is 15. We would have bought 14, but Circle gets a square. That's according to Ladies' Home Journal. Luzanne,
Glenn,
pick a square.
we're sorry.
Joan Rivers, our center square. Joan, what do you call something that happens only once every 2 years?
Oh, for me, that would be cooking. But, biannual.
Biannual. Luzanne?
I agree.
That's it. Circle gets a square, yes? Glenn Niver, pick a square.
Debbie Gibson for the block.
Debbie Gibson, our hit record artist. Hi, Deb.
Hi, John.
Deb, we've all heard of the Los Angeles Valley Girl, but like for sure, where do they come from?
Oh, like, oh my God, like,
Oh my God. Where do Valley Girls come from?
San Fernando Valley?
She says the San Fernando Valley. This would be for the block, Glenn.
I disagree.
No, she's exactly right. I live there in the valley. Can't put a circle in, have to earn it yourself. Now, Luzanne,
I want to win the game.
play it
I'll go
safe,
with
huh?
Debbie.
You want Debbie Gibson. Debbie, we're back to you. This is for the win. According to the music industry publication Billboard, I'm sure they have your record listed right there.
Yep.
He was the youngest person ever to have a #1 single, and he was just 13 years old. At the time, who was he?
I think I'd say Michael Jackson.
She's saying Michael Jackson. Luzanne, this is before the win. What do you think?
I agree.
No way. Stevie Wonder. Glenn Niver, take a swing.
I'll go with Lynn Redgrave.
Lynn Redgrave, movie star.
Thank you, Glenn.
Television star.
Thank you, John.
Weight loser star.
Time I get a red thing on
Yeah.
I'm compelled to take off anything red.
Lynn, Mata Hari
Mata Hari.
was a famous spy of World War I.
Yes, she was, John.
You weren't even alive then. How do you? But what did she do before she became a spy?
I think she was a farm girl.
A farm girl. Glenn?
I'll agree.
No! Glenn! She was a dancer. A dancer. A dancer.
Sorry,
Circle gets a square.
No, what did she do?
Very nice, Lynn. Pick a square, Lizanne.
Let's do. What did she do?
Shadoe and Scott Shannon. Yay! All right. Guys.
Yeah.
You know, many people maybe don't know Shadoe. You started in radio, and so you guys have something in common, yes?
Yeah, we're old radio buds.
He's my hero.
Here's a question about famous radio teams. Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. They entertained millions when they were known as who?
Amos and Andy.
Yes, I don't know.
Charles Correll, Freeman Gosden. This is for the win.
What do you think?
Lum and Abner.
Numb and Abner.
Lum and Abner.
Lum and Abner. Luzanne, these guys are in radio. What do you think this would be for the win?
I disagree.
Circle gets a square. Amos and Andy. Very nice. We'll be right back. We'll take a break. Amos and Andy. What a good team. We'll be right back after this. Let's hear it.
Pie.
Air transportation to New York for some Hollywood Squares cast and crew furnished by Delta Airlines, serving 3 New York airports with non-stop and connecting flights. At Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
Welcome back. We have time for just one last question because we've had so much fun today. We have a tie game, 500 to 500. Glenn, pick a square.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, it gets down to you. With the help of the Seaford High School Marching Band, no self-respecting marching band. No self-respecting march would be caught without one of these instruments. What are these instruments?
That instrument is the hardest instrument to spell. But it's the prettiest instrument. It's the instrument that the angels play in heaven. And it's called glockenspiel.
I disagree.
No, it is a glockenspiel. He's right. Circle gets the square. Luzanne Borg is our new champion. Very nice, Luzanne. Congratulations. A xylophone is one you can't carry around, I guess. Anyway, Glenn, you did well. You won $500. And we appreciate you being here. Say goodbye, Glenn.
Bye,
Glenn. Bye-bye now. Luzanne, it's our Friday show, and it's our last chance to try and give away a car. I have a bowl full of keys. One of these keys will start one of the Jeeps. Pick a key. It'll start one of them, I guarantee it. Now, which Jeep would you like to try? Will you try the Wrangler Sahara? What about the Cherokee Limited? The Grand Wagoneer? What about the Wagoneer Limited? Or the Wrangler? Luzanne, what do you think?
Cherokee.
Cherokee, yeah, go for it. We'll be right back. Luzanne, her Cherokee. Stay with us. It's Friday from Radio City Music Hall.
What would I really want for the holidays? To remember the things that really matter. To me.
Well, Santa shows all of our stars as their good luck celebrities and this beautiful Cherokee. Shadoe, what is a Cherokee?
Why, the Cherokee is everyone's favorite 4x4. This sports utility vehicle is designed to offer the comfort and convenience of a wagon, plus the fun of a Jeep, both off-road and on the highway, furnished by Jeep Corporation.
Thank you, Shadoe. On the count of 3, turn that key. Good luck. Every audience and stars, help her out. 1, 2, 3. Last week we gave away 3 of them. This week only 1. But we have also a gift for you, Luzanne. Thank you for being on the show. Shadoe, what do we have for Luzanne?
Well, it's a Magnavox Video Escort, a compact, fully automatic camcorder with a high-speed shutter to capture fast action and play it back instantly. Furnished by Magnavox.
Thank you for joining us from Radio City Music Hall. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you on Monday when our guests will be...
From Square One, Joan Rivers. From impressionistic comedy, Jim Morris. From TV, stage, and screen, Steve Allen and Jane Meadows. From the Northwest Corner, Jim J. Bullock. From the comedy stage, Yakov Smirnoff. From the boxing world, Don King. From head of the class, Christine Hodge and Kimberly Russell. From international music, Shadoe. And me, I'm Shadoe Stevens. Thank you, New York, New York! Some of our invited contestants will receive the following. Savor the luscious taste of Lipton Creamy Cup of Soup. Insert the new creamy broccoli, creamy onion, and broccoli and cheese. They're the pick of the season. And Gaetano is always on the cutting edge of fashion and design, offering up to the minute styling and exceptional quality. Gaetano, and this Christmas, give him the gift of Brut. Or Brut 33. Remember, there's something about a man a woman loves to be close to. Brut, it smells like a man. And Edge Shaving Gel, the 6th lubricant defense against razor irritation. Mama. Oh.
This is Debbie Knox. On the next Health Matters, we'll take a